The table gives information about the money that 51 people spent on meals one day. We need to draw a frequency polygon for this information. Key thing about the frequency polygon is you plot at the midpoints of the interval and you join them up with straight lines. So the first midpoint is 2.5. That's in the middle of 0 and 5. So I'm going to plot the points 2.5, 2. 2.5 is here, 2 is here, so there. Next, in the middle of 5 and 10 is 7.5, so I'm going to plot the coordinate 7.5, 5. 7.5 is here, 5 is there. Next, 12.5 is in the middle of 10 and 15. 12.5 is here, 15 is up there. Next, we've got 17.5 in the middle of 15 and 20. 17.5 is here, 12 is there. Next, we've got 22.5 and 11. And then we've got 27.5 and 6. So I've plotted all the points at the midpoint. Now we're going to use a ruler to draw straight lines between these. And there we go, there's my frequency polygon. Part B, find the class interval that contains the median. So which one of these class intervals contains the middle number? Now remember that there's 51 people here. So in the middle of 51, that's going to be the 26th person. Because if I divide 51 by 2, I get 25.5. Now imagine I've got 25 people stood in a line. Then I've got the 26th person here, and then I've got another 25 people over here. So these are my 50 people, and then that's the 51st person here. The 26th person would be stood in the middle of those 51 people. So I'm looking for the 26th person. The first 2 people are in this first interval between 2 and 5. The next 5 people are in the second interval between 5 and 10. So that takes me up to 7 people so far. The next 15 are in the next interval, so that takes me up to 22 people. And the next interval would take me all the way up to 34 people. So that's going to include that 26th person in this interval here. The 26th person, the median person, is going to be in the interval from 15 to 20. And then the last part of the question, Terry says at least one of these people spent £30. Is Terry correct? Well, let's look at the £30 category. We can see that there's 6 people here that spent between £25 and £30. But we don't know specifically what those 6 people spent. They might have spent up to £30. They could have done. Look, there's a little line underneath here. So it can be equal to £30, but they might not have done. They might all have spent £26. They might all have spent £27, or they could have spent anything in between. We can't say that at least one of them spent £30. So is he correct? No, he's not correct, because we don't know the exact amount those 6 people spend.